Well, good morning, guys. Aaron Walker coming to you live from the Greenway. Got my gloves on this morning. I forgot them yesterday. It was cold out here. I think it's 39 or 40 degrees this morning. It's cold. I got a confession to make. I didn't want to come this morning. I'm like, dadgum, it's cold out there. I was up late last night. We went down to the Predators. We had 17 guys that came in a little early yesterday for our mastermind meetup, and we all met down at Bridgestone Arena, and we watched the Preds smoke the St. Louis Blues high end. I love it. Talking to you, Brian McRae and Art, some of you guys out there that said there was no way. Big Predators pulled it out. Way to go. Hey, I want to talk to you. I labeled this, do you have this one ingredient? I want to tell you what I'm talking about. I've had the privilege in the past few weeks to interview some pretty cool guys, Jeff Goins and Pat Flynn and many other guys. And I've kind of sat back and watched a lot of the guys that I coach. I've been privileged to be around guys from all over the country, even nationally and internationally, about some of the ingredients that help make them successful. Some guys that run some multi-million-dollar companies, and even a guy that's approaching a lot more than that, and I've had the privilege of interviewing him. I don't know how much it was, but it's a big business. And the thing is they don't have this tactical approach and strategic approach. It's just that they're disciplined. The area that they've excelled in the most is regimented discipline. And I want to encourage you guys to think about what you're doing today, whatever it is. The place that I've seen guys fall off the wagon more than anything is they're not disciplined. This is a very, very small example of what I'm talking about, but I made a commitment 3 months ago to lose some weight. Well, it's like this morning. It's freezing out here. I didn't want to get up, get out of that warm bed and come out here, but I said, you know, I've made a commitment and I'm going to do it. Last night I saw a bunch of the guys and they said, Big A, you've lost so much weight. What have you done? I said, 3 things. No sugar, no fried food, no bread. I walk 5 days a week, 3 to 6 miles, and I've lost 30 pounds. I didn't say, hey, I got to count calories and do all this. I cut 3 things out. I was disciplined. It's the same way in business. If we will narrow our approach, get our niche down to the 3 things. Cody Foster with Advisors XL out in Topeka, Kansas, they did $5.5 billion in revenue last year. And I said, Cody, how did you do that? He said, we focused on 3 things. He said, the market said that we needed to do this, this, and this, but we wanted to be the best at 3 things. In 11 years, he went from a startup to $5.5 billion in revenue because he narrowed down the niche. He said, this is what we'll be good at. My point is not to brag on Cody out in Topeka, Kansas. The point is you, right now today, I promise you, you're trying to do too many things. And you're not disciplined to do it every day. Now, I'm going to tell you the truth. I get exhausted sometimes doing the same thing over and over and over. But the results come if you'll do it, if you'll just be disciplined. You get tired. I mean, I get tired. Everybody gets tired. We're human. And we get exhausted. But I promise you, if you will stay with it, if you'll get a plan and you'll do it and be consistent. I get on to guys all the time. They'll come up with a plan and a strategy. In 30 days, they set it aside. And they don't, are you doing it? No, I got tired, didn't get the results. I'm like, man, are you kidding me? You've been doing this 30 days. It takes time. Don't commit to anything unless you're willing to put 2 years in it. I don't care what it is. It doesn't even matter. Don't even consider doing it if you're not willing to put 2 years into it. And I'm talking about being diligent, being very deliberate, doing it when you don't want to, getting up when it's 40 degrees outside, it's freezing. And I got to do it because I committed to doing it and I've got a goal. I've got something I want to accomplish. It's the same way in your business. Set your focus on 1 or 2 things. Be deliberate, be very diligent. I talk all the time about my personal mentor, Dan Miller. 15 years he's been doing a newsletter. He's never missed a Friday, right? Guys that are disciplined get results. I want you to get results. I want you to go out there and accomplish your dreams and goals. Get somebody to hold you accountable. Get into a group. Do whatever you got to do to be disciplined. And I promise you, you say Big A said it from the Greenway. I promise you, if you'll stay with it, you'll be successful. All right, guys, listen, I'm fired up. I got 51 men coming in here today from all over the country. We've even got 2 out of the country flying in. And we're going to meet up for 3 days, and we're going to mastermind. I may even do a Facebook Live from there one day. But I'm going to tell you, we're going to have a blast. We're going to do Come As You Will Be in 2020. They got to get up and give a speech about what their life looks like 3 years from now. That way we can look back and say, we've got to implement this strategy. We've got to do these tasks in order to do it. And we're going to be holding each other accountable to get it done. We're going to have 51 men. It's going to knock it out of the park in 2017. All right, I got to get back at it. I got to move faster so I can get my blood flowing. Big A coming to you live from the Station Camp Greenway. We'll see you.